research focuses on remediation of soils that have been contaminated with fluoride ion using locally available seaweed-derived materials. The soil has a lot of elements in it, and these elements at a certain concentration, they become harmful to the environment as well as to us human beings. And therefore it's important that we control the amount of these elements to not exceed the recommended limits. For my case, I was working with fluoride, and the recommended fluoride daily exposure to fluoride is about 1.5 milligram per liter, but exposure through food can increase the exposure rates that are recommended by the World Health Organization. So when we have a soil and you plant your crops, then as the roots of the plant will uptake fluoride from the soil and concentrate it into different edible parts, which gets into the food chain and ends up reaching us, the top members of the food chain, which are us human beings. And so my objective was to control the amount of fluoride that gets into the food chain. And I concentrated on fluoride because we live along the Rift Valley, and our soil is contaminated with high amount of fluoride. And about 99% of the population living in Arusha reveals symptoms of fluorosis, that is teeth fluorosis, which is characterized by redness of teeth. So during the course of my PhD studies, we discovered that these phosphate fertilizer, although they play a very important role in enhancing food production, but they might not be good to be used in the soils that already contains fluoride, because it enhances the bioavailability of fluoride in the soil. After discovering that, that's when I made it my mission to synthesize a material that is derived from seaweed that can be used parallel with the fertilizers to control the amount of fluoride that gets into the food chain. So there are several alternatives to which these people can opt. One is they use fertilizer but parallel with the product, with the material, or they can minimize the usage of phosphate fertilizers into their agricultural farms, or they can shift towards organic farming.